What's going on, all you awesome people? I'm Matt.
And I'm Vanessa.
And today we're going to be taking a look at First Man,
Yes, we are.
which stars Ryan Gosling and Claire Foy, and tells the story of Neil Armstrong and the struggles he encountered en route to the incredible Apollo 11 mission that sent the first astronauts to the moon. And First Man is directed by Damien Chazelle, and he brought us both the incredible Whiplash and La La Land, two rather remarkable films.
Yes.
And while First Man may not be as good as either one of those films, it is, in my opinion, one of the best films of the year so far.
Yeah, here he is. He's at it again.
At it once more. I really enjoyed this movie, but let's dig into it. First, let's talk about the acting. Ryan Gosling turns in yet again another pretty solid performance here, playing Neil Armstrong, portraying him as a rather stoic man.
Right, I was quite surprised by this because,
Yeah.
I mean, Ryan Gosling isn't one of those actors where he does extreme roles.
No.
However, this role to me seemed... I couldn't really imagine it once I watched it. I couldn't really picture him as... But I was blown away.
Yeah, I don't know, he plays Neil Armstrong as like this quiet figure, but don't be fooled because right underneath the surface is sort of this tumultuous storm that's brewing. There's a lot of emotion there, but it's held at bay. It's almost as if he starts to let this emotion show, if he starts to crack, he will break. It's interesting. It's
Very.
not how I pictured Neil Armstrong.
No.
But after, watching the movie, it's a performance that really stuck with me. And Claire Foy does a good job playing Miss Armstrong. The first name is eluding me.
Janet Armstrong.
There it is. But yeah, she plays the concerned wife. She has a whole lot of concerns for her husband's well-being, and also is kind of getting sick and tired of his distant, quiet nature.
His, bottling things up. You know how you say you don't want to crack? Well, doesn't want anything out, not even to his one and only.
Yeah, because there's a lot going on between them and within their family, and of course we're not going to spoil anything, but there is a tragedy that occurs, and it kind of separates the husband and the wife a little bit, and it's also a motivational tool for Neil Armstrong. Let's just put it like that.
Yeah.
But the man behind the camera is where most of the movies, I don't know, we get the most of the driving force from Damien Chazelle, and once again he shows us that he is really a master behind the camera. This is a fantastic directorial job.
I completely agree. I believe that the shots, just the angles, the performances that he got out of the actors, like the way he was able to pick where he wanted to shoot certain scenes, I thought that was fantastic. But I also really enjoyed the cinematography. I thought that a lot of some of the standing shots were just beautiful. They were absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, this is kind of an unusual turn for Chazelle, though. Because he's putting us mostly in the middle of certain stressful situations. And what I mean by that is during like the tense moments, particularly in like, let's say a cockpit, there's a lot of shaky camera work, and it can be kind of frustrating or even dizzying, but it's interesting because you experience what Neil Armstrong experiences, and from that standpoint or viewpoint, it works.
It works, yeah. So for two people who really
shaky cam,
dislike shaky cam, in this movie, it makes sense.
Yes.
It makes sense because you are viewing it from his angle. You're seeing what he sees, and that to me I thought was brilliant. It was just fantastic.
Yeah, it's almost kind of painful to admit that, but yeah, for this movie, the shaky cam does work. But putting that aside, there are still a lot of beautiful shots and just stunning moments. And yeah, this is a movie that I can recommend. I do think it is worth seeing. But don't be fooled, though. This isn't Interstellar. It's not Gravity. It isn't Apollo 13. This is more of an intimate look at one man's journey. And it really stuck with me. This movie, after leaving the theater, it has lingered in the back of my mind, and I really enjoyed it, and I wouldn't mind seeing it again. I'm going to give it an A-.
Okay, I agree. I gave it an A- as well. I would like to see it again. Maybe pick up on anything that we may have missed, or just watch it again.
Yeah, and some people, I don't know, might find this movie to be maybe a little bit long, possibly boring, or maybe not what they expected. I will also admit that there was at least one point where I thought the movie should have ended, but even still, the final minute of this movie has stuck with me. So it is worth checking out. And of course, if you have seen First Man, let us know what you thought about it down below. And if you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to see more of our awesome movie reviews, hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank
You guys are
you.
the best.
Yes.
And as always, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and we will see you awesome people. Thank you, Zeus, next time.
Next time.